All right, this is the market update sponsored by our friends at BlockFi. Don't just buy crypto and do something shocking with it. Earn interest. Speaking of interest rates, let's discuss Wall Street rule number 1. Don't fight the Fed. It seems that people have misunderstood Jerome Powell, who a long time ago I reminded viewers was an incredibly serious individual. He has said point blank, we will push money into the system until those adversely affected by the pandemic, particularly people of color and low-income people, are somehow able to recover. Meanwhile, the financial markets have gone into full smartass mode, pardon me, where they have challenged the Fed's view. Long-term interest rates have risen, and somehow, some way, they think that they're going to prevent the Fed from doing exactly what they said they were just going to do, which also happens to be in alignment with what Joe Biden wants, not because it's a partisan issue, but because it's a national security issue. That's right, folks. The welfare and benefit and well-being of the citizens of the United States in this pandemic is a national security issue. So with that said, let's discuss what the printing press running can mean for crypto going forward. Galaxy Digital. Premium readers will note that this is one of my favorite things to lean on as a leading indicator. It's traded in Canada. It's the stock, the publicly traded stock of the biggest crypto hedge fund owned by Mike Novogratz. Now, what you'll see here is on a 2-day chart, Galaxy's taken out a big 45-degree Gann line. It's taken about 6 or 8 weeks to break this line. I think if Galaxy is above 33, it can go dramatically higher. I don't have the exact numbers on hands, but Galaxy makes about as much money as Coinbase and is worth only a fraction of the value. So I don't want to be long-winded about the Coinbase IPO because that's in the hands of Mr. Market next week. However, I suspect that when that IPO begins to trade, Wall Street and the world at large will not be able to ignore the value of the crypto space to humanity, right? Crypto as a universe is underpriced. There's an article that was written in 2018 by Multicoin Capital. It's a big hedge fund in Austin, Texas, talking about the value of total crypto market cap eventually going to $100 trillion. This, of course, includes the tokenization of assets like real estate. Bottom line, next week, watch Galaxy. Galaxy will probably reflect this idea that the total crypto space as a whole, including the currencies and the plumbing of the system, is undervalued. Total crypto market cap, as our host noted, crossing $2 billion. Fibonacci extension work shows that this is a slow rolling breakout, which usually means it's a sustainable and surprising breakout. Nobody home here on the resistance front until 2.8 trillion. All right. So that means a lot of room to run in the bigger coins. Okay. Altcoin market cap smoking NASA style. It was at 700 billion. It can probably rally to 1.1 trillion. That's either going to be Ripple combined with Ethereum, or it's going to be the Cardano, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash trade. Okay, Bitcoin. Everyone's forgotten about it. We haven't. Elliott wave work done on log charts, which I was introduced to thanks to Forrest, shows that it could be way more bullish in Bitcoin than anyone thinks. There is undoubtedly going to be an announcement in the upcoming earnings season showing somebody has continued to purchase Bitcoin, particularly since it sat completely still, reminiscent of what happened at 10,000. Using log charts plus Fibonacci work really shows that you can have six-figure Bitcoin very easily. You could also have a parabolic trajectory on that move. Now, in ETH, the ETH chart itself shows a lot of real estate to the upside, to perhaps 3,200. No earth-shattering technical reason to start that move other than the fact that, ETH bounced for the second time off an important Gann line. I think the ETH picture is way more bullish than anyone thinks because of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay. Now, I just got done telling you that whatever Bitcoin can do is enormous. And if Bitcoin is a six-figure instrument, then Ethereum is at 3,000, 5,000, or 6,000. Specifically, Ethereum versus Bitcoin is probably going to break out from a teacup and handle formation and is likely going to go from 0.036 eventually to 0.9. So once acceleration begins here, it could be dramatic. Now, speaking of acceleration, there's our friends who we wish well and we congratulate them, the XRP army out there fighting the government and winning, at least in the small battles in the press. Looks like courts are giving the benefit of the doubt to Ripple so far. Now, technically, you have resistance at 142. A long time ago, we talked about XRP going to 3, and then we're humbled by Jay Clayton's last strike on the way out the door. In my opinion, if XRP is either not guilty or XRP eventually becomes something that holders can use to get airdropped a decentralized version of XRP, in other words, I can imagine an increasingly positive news flow around this if 145 gets taken out. That said, you have to be very careful. Ripple Inc. likes using these 3Xs to sell. So I know it's a fluid court situation. We're cheering for the XRP army, but please don't get smoked here. Now, one of the things that XRP has managed to do is help break out coins, or at least start breakout in coins that I think have serious value propositions. Litecoin is very beat up versus Bitcoin. People are going to be coming into the space, and people believe that Litecoin's visually appealing price makes it interesting. It is inside PayPal. I was in a restaurant, and the biggest steak on the menu cost $150. People are going to need to protect their purchasing power, okay? Their purchasing power by having cryptocurrencies that go up faster than inflation. Going back to our first point, if the Fed is going to put the pedal to the metal to try to save the people, then the rest of us better wake up and find ways to protect our purchasing power. That could be Bitcoin, that could be Litecoin, it could be Ether. You don't know, but holding some of these currencies in a portfolio, particularly the way they've moved recently, could be beneficial. Okay, Dash, also known as the reserve currency of Latin America. Pretty much I've been pounding the table on this. Me and the people who run the Dash Twitter feed are probably the only ones who agree that this has a dramatically higher future. The all-time high in Dash is something like 1,200. We put Dash in a recent portfolio that we sent to clients that I worked in conjunction with our financial engineering team. Elliott wave work on this is strong. And when Dash moves, it really moves. So this is something to keep at least cognizant of, because the future of money trade is on. Okay, Cardano. Yes, I'm going to talk about Cardano. It is hitting a GAN line and it is bouncing. If you look at it this way or you look at a log chart, it's a very similar read. Now, if they can moon XRP, they can moon anything. If there's a DeFi application on Bitcoin Cash, there will eventually be a DeFi application on Cardano. I was not the biggest fan of this on the way up. I thought it was just like a quick 10x, but you can tell by the way this is consolidating, going sideways, that if total crypto market cap is going another $800 billion higher, it's hard to see Cardano not participating in that. Okay, Perpetual, a derivatives platform that we've looked at and liked, has retraced 62% of its recent move from 5 to 10. We think this is very interesting because speculative forces are bubbling up in crypto. Okay, derivatives, options, leverage is a potentially underrated theme coming to crypto, particularly if the big coins are going to go parabolic. I've had conversations with people where they simply ask, how can I get levered long? Perpetual is one of those things that is geared in that direction. Not investment advice. It's interesting, but we think the theme is all tied together. If people want to get levered long and it's about to go parabolic, leverage can just increase the power of the uptrade. All right. Now, one thing I want to just simply say is do not underestimate what crypto can do in this type of environment. These slow creeping markets, they're almost boring. Okay, they have these dips that are annoying, that make people really upset. That is usually the prelude to something big. So please be prepared, and if so, enjoy. And that is the market update.
Token Metrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com.